hope everyone's enjoying their evening. If I could have everybody's attention.
Put this here.
Our next speaker is my good friend, our former Attorney General, and the managing partner of, is it the Dann Legal Group? Dann Law, okay.
You won.
Also, man, earlier today, former State Representative Ron Gerberry said to me, was one of the hardest fighters for the people in the Valley that they ever had. Which to any of us that have ties in Youngstown knows exactly what that means. Perhaps most importantly, Marc was able to transition his great success in the public sector into fighting for the downtrodden as an attorney, fighting for the rights of tens of thousands of consumers in Ohio. It is no doubt that with his tenacity and his knowledge that he and Trevor would become good friends and fighters together for all of us in Ohio. And Ohio is much better having Marc Dann still advocating for us. My good friend, former Attorney General Marc Dann.
Thank you. I don't get to speak much lately, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit tonight. Trevor, thank you so much for including me here. Trevor has been a friend. Really, I've been back in Cleveland for about 15 years now, and really from the very beginning. He's a person, as Nick talked about, is a loyal person. And honestly, the testament to Trevor's loyalty is that when things went wrong, and I've been through an experience in my life when that happened too, in a political situation, and things didn't work out the way that I had hoped, and you really find out who your friends are. It was really amazing to watch Trevor's friends rally around him. And that's because he's the kind of loyal person that you know would do that if you were in that boat. If it was your turn in the barrel, Trevor would be right there trying to get you out. And I think that's really a really important thing. We're really lucky to have him in our community. You know, we're in a terrible situation in this country right now, and I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to get a lot worse and scarier before it gets better. But we wouldn't be in this situation if more elected officials worked like Trevor to put our great ideas and our ideals of looking out for working class and middle class people into actual action. He seized an office that is in a little town and used it as a platform to really make significant impact on people's lives, to create opportunity for people to move into the middle class, to create opportunity for the community to prosper and to grow by enacting his principles of that everybody should be treated fairly, everybody should have an opportunity, that there should be inclusion and diversity in everything that we do as a country. That's one of our great strengths. And if more Democrats, nationally and locally, had embraced their work the way that Trevor has, I don't think we'd be in the position we're in. I don't think we'd have the president that we have now in this country. And so thank you for that leadership. Hopefully people will take that example now that we have to worry about the rule of law. We have to worry about what's next for our programs. I mean, I represent consumers today. They just announced that the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau is no longer going to regulate payday lenders. They're no longer going to regulate mortgage companies. And it's going to be open season on everybody in this room by the financial folks that you trust with your money. The U.S. Senate and the House both turned down a regulation that would have kept bounce check charges to $10, and the CFPB withdrew their efforts to create a maximum $5 or $8 late charge on credit cards. That's where these folks make a lot of money. There's a great deal of transfer going on of wealth from the working class to the oligarch class in this country, and it's real, and it's really happening, and it's happening right in front of us. And so many of you here are local elected officials, and whatever you can do in your own capacity to fight back, to take a stand, to if somebody gets kidnapped in your community, to make sure that they're treated like a kidnapper and not given deference. To make sure that that if there's an opportunity to bring a lawsuit on behalf of your community, to stand up to people being oppressed or abused or neglected, that you seize that opportunity, and that you set by example how government can work to protect people in this country and not to turn them one against each other. So, Trevor, we're really lucky to have you. I messed this up. I knew I would.
Just your hand.
Okay. Anyway, we're lucky to have you. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. I see you have lots of other friends. I'm a little jealous. I just thought it was me. And I look forward to watching great things come from you in the coming years. Thanks.